on another episode of Today's News Tonight. Okay, I promise. This will be the last video on Cowboy Bebop, I promise. I found this little article, Cowboy Bebop showrunner Andre Nemec, I hope I said that right, on an adapting the cult 90s anime for Netflix Q&A. Over the decades, Cowboy Bebop and its swing and retro soundtrack by composer Yoko Kanno has become an influential touchstone for artists, writers, directors, comic book creators, and video game designers lured to the cool pop culture sensation that came to America via Cartoon Network's Adult Swim program in 2001. And for those that are actually really big into anime, Yoko Kanno has actually been on a lot of different animes and has some absolutely crazy music out there. You gotta look her up, absolutely. Sadly, Netflix has decided to not bring back Cowboy Bebop for another season and announced its cancellation on December 9th. Despite mixed reviews, the live-action space western adaptation did garner over 74 million viewing hours worldwide since its premiere on November 19th. I do have to say that that's no small feat. That's a lot of viewing hours. Unfortunately, they were looking for a lot more to happen in the first week or two, and they're also looking for an average critique of at least 60% or more, I think is what they're looking for to even consider doing the second season. Base.com. How difficult was it staying faithful to the original material, yet giving the TV series its own identity without alienating fans? Nemec. For me, everyone has their memory of Cowboy Bebop, and everyone is going to bring their history and experience with the anime to our retelling. I can't ask for anything other than to preserve an open mind and look at our telling as an expansion of the series, and maybe a remix living in the ideas and characters of the world. People have certain expectations in their own mind as it can or would be. I seriously do have to commend everybody that was on the Cowboy Bebop project, because it honestly felt like I was watching an anime in live action. Like I feel like all the anime that I've watched over the years, Vash the Stampede being of course my favorite, I really believe that they captured the essence of what anime is all about. And it's all about the music and the characters, especially all the secondary characters and all the development that they have in their stories as well. Space.com. Bringing back Yoko Kanno for the series score was a cool nostalgic touch. How vital was it getting her to contribute new arrangements for this project? Nemec. It was hugely important to me. Again, I came to Cowboy Bebop through the soundtrack. Yoko is part of the soul of the show. I have to say that the soundtrack was absolutely spectacular. Every scene when some of the music comes in just gives the scene a whole new feel, a whole new vibe, and it just feels really, really good. And again, it really brings in all of those anime elements into it, and it just is a part of it. It's just absolutely incredible. Space.com. Can you elaborate on the impressive visual effects in this series and how that process evolved? Nemec. The special effects were outstanding on the show. We spent a lot of time looking at previs and doing a lot of development. We really worked the Bebop, worked the Swordfish, the Astral Gates, the Planetaries. We looked at a lot of designs and put a lot of 3D models on turntables. What's interesting about the anime is that Bebop itself isn't consistent throughout the series. The size and shape change. So we really looked at it to find the shape and then engage some phenomenal VFX companies around the world to take it on. The beauty was the companies that took it all on and had Bebop fans built into the company as artists. Everybody really threw a lot of extra hours and extra care into it just to love on Bebop. Now, I really do have to echo this because the visual effects were really, really good. I think the only thing I can say was really lacking in the series, just looking at it as a whole, was some of the set designs. Some of the set designs some of them looked kind of cheap. Some of them looked like that's where the budget kind of stopped, which was unfortunate. But that's just kind of what happens in these series. There's budget constraints and they got to cut somewhere. I think overall, I would definitely give Cowboy Bebop probably an 85-90 out of 100 because it really does hit all of those nostalgic levels of anime as a whole. The crooked viewpoints and camera angles, a lot of camera angles of like feet and of like face, people like lighting a cigarette and things like that. It really did bring a lot of those elements. The series did a really, really good job, and I feel like it was canceled too soon. And that makes me kind of sad. Thank you all so much for watching another video. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully we have earned your subscription today. So don't forget to hit that button, ring that damn bell so you don't miss any of our content releases. From our family to yours, good night.